Hello students and welcome back to the video lecture series of web programming. Today's topic is again we are going to study database manipulation in PHP, and in that we are going to study what is prepare statement, how to use prepare statement, what are the advantages of prepare statement. I am your instructor Ms. Shruti Rawal. So let us study with what do you mean by prepared statement. So till now you have seen how to insert the value in database using normal query. Instead of normal query you can execute prepare statement. So what do you mean by prepare statement? Basically it is a feature which is used to execute the same SQL statements repetitively with higher efficiency. So whenever you are inserting something using normal query, what happens when you are running the program? It compiles again and again and it executes again and again. Instead of them, if you want to repeat the same SQL statement repeatedly, what you can do, you can use prepare statement in which compilation of that particular statement is done only once, whereas the execution is done multiple times. So the compilation time, the compilation resource you can save using prepare statement. So here you can see that prepare statement basically works in two phases, that is prepare and execute. What happens in prepare? So in prepare an SQL statement template is created. So we will create a template, and instead of writing the values in that particular statement, we will not specify what values we want to insert. That is, the values will be unspecified, and these unspecified values are called parameters. How are these parameter labels? So if you recall the query, we were writing insert into whatever table you were writing the table, in bracket we were writing the column name, comma separated, then we were using the keyword values, and inside the bracket we were again specifying the values. Right. So instead of specifying the values in the second bracket, we will specify question mark. That is, we will leave these parameter values unspecified. So here you can see the example that insert into my guest. If you have a table called my guest, I will write insert into my guest. If I want to specify the column names, it is okay. If you want to skip the column names, then also it is okay. I will write the keyword values, and inside the rounded bracket, instead of specifying the values comma separated, I will specify question mark. Now how many question marks will you specify? Question marks count will be equal to the count of your column numbers in your table. Okay, so if you have 4 columns and if you want to insert 4 values, you will specify 4 question marks comma separated. They are the unspecified values which you want to insert. So this is a prepare state in which when you call this prepare statement, only the compilation of the query takes place, not the execution of the query. So what happens basically when you call this prepare? The database is, first of all, it parses the query, it compiles the query, and it performs the query optimization of these particular SQL statement, and it stores the result of this compilation without executing the query. So only prepare statement will not reflect any value in your database because the query still has not been executed. But yes, internally the query has been parsed, internally the query has been compiled, internally the query has been optimized. So all these 3 stages has been passed, and this will not repetitively passed now. So whenever you want to execute this query, what you need to do? The second phase is execution. Now during the execution state, at a later time, whenever you want to execute that query, or that is in that the values that you have unspecified in the parameters, when you want to bind those values, at a later time the application will be binding those values to the parameters, and the database will execute the statement. So you can execute this statement and bind the values as many as time as possible. So only the compilation is done only once, the execution can be performed as much as you want. What is the benefit? The benefit is you can execute the same prepare statement with different values. You will have to compile only once and execution will be done multiple times. Let us see how can we create this prepare statement and how can we execute and bind the unspecified values that we have created in prepared statement. We will see this using a program. So here you can see that I have a file that the file name is mysql/connect/prepared.php, and in this file the first statement I have written is include dbconnect.php. So if you recall, in the previous lecture I told you what does this include function do. Include function basically copies the code runtime of the file that you have specified inside the include. So db/connect.php is the file in which I have written the connection code, because whenever you want to perform any database manipulation in PHP using MySQL, you have to connect PHP and MySQL using mysqli_connect, and that code I have written inside db/connect.php. So I have just included that file in this so that I don't have to write the code in this particular file. Clear? Now what am I doing? I am just writing an insert query. So I told you, if you recall, the first insert query that we were writing in the previous lecture was insert into, then your table name. Our table, if you recall, was online leg, and it consists of 4 columns: ID, name, sorry, that is S name, L name, and number. So these were the 4 columns. If I want to insert using normal query, what was I writing? Insert into online leg, then I am specifying the column name, then values, and in this particular bracket, the second particular bracket, what should I write? Basically I was writing to, then I was writing whatever names of the parameters, that is Shruti, Raval, right? And the number, for example, whatever I want to specify. So these was the thing that I was doing in the previous query, but instead of this, what am I doing currently? Instead of specifying the values statically or getting it from the user and then specifying the values or the variables in this, I am specifying question mark equal to the count of number of columns that I have in my table. So you know that in online leg I have 4 columns. So how many question marks will be specified? 4 question marks will be specified over here. Okay. So here I am specifying question mark. It means that I am not specifying what value I want to insert over here. So this query is now stored in a variable called $SQL, and you know that only writing query does not do anything in PHP. You have to execute this query using any function. So for prepare statement to be executed, the function that we will be using is mysqli_prepare. So whenever you call this prepare function, that is mysqli_prepare, it will just compile the query that you are passing over here. So the first thing that you will pass in the parameter is the connection variable, comma, you will pass the variable in which you have stored the query, that is $SQL. So this query will just be compiled, it will be passed and optimized till now. Right. So dollar statement basically consists of the compiled query. Now what happens? Now at a later point in your application, you want to bind this unspecified value with some actual value and you want to execute the query so that some data is inserted inside your table. Okay. So if you just write this particular code and run it, what will happen? The query will be compiled, but nothing will be reflected into the table because we have not actually executed and inserted any values into the table. For binding this particular question mark with the values and then executing it, what should we do? We should call another function, that is mysqli_stmt_bind_param. So you have to remember this function name. mysqli_stmt stands for statement _bind_param. So basically this particular function binds the unspecified parameter with some variables. So what are the parameter values that we have to specify inside this function? Let us see. the first value that we are specifying is the variable in which we have stored the compiled query. So what was the variable? $stmt was the variable in which we have stored this prepared and compiled query. So the first parameter that we pass inside this bind underscore param function is $stmt. The second parameter is basically the data type attached with the values that you are inserting. So total we are inserting 4 values: ID, sname, lname and num. The data type of ID is integer, all other are varchar or you can say string. So I am specifying ISSS. For varchar also you will write string, for string also you will write string. For integer value you will write I. So you know that ID is I, fname is S, lname is S and $number is S. So we are just specifying the data type corresponding to the columns. After that you have to specify one variable corresponding to each column in your database table. So for ID column you have to specify one variable, right? So these question mark, that is the first question mark, basically will be bind with this first variable $id. The second question mark will be bound with the variable $fname. The third question mark will be bound with $lname and the last question mark will be bound with $number. So basically we are binding the unspecified question mark values with some variables using this function. Now after binding them with the variables using my SQLi underscore stmt underscore bind underscore param function, we have to set the parameter values and execute the query. How to set the parameter values? Because we have already specified what are the variables corresponding to each question mark. You just have to specify the values, or you can say just assign the values using equal to. So we are specifying 2, that is integer value, to which variable $id, that is the first column and that is the first question mark. Second is fname, which is corresponding to the second question mark. Basically it is corresponding to the sname column value. We are specifying Shruti in the second column, Raval in the third column, and this is some number that is we are specifying in the fourth column, and that variable which we have bound is $number. So these are the variable names and we are specifying values to each variable which in turn will be executed and be submitted into your table. But will this setting the parameters happen directly? No, because we have bounded this statement and we have set the parameters. Still you have to execute your query because we have just prepared the query and bounded the query with the parameter values. Still we have not executed the query. How to execute this query? You can execute the prepared statement query using this function, that is mysqli underscore stmt underscore execute. So this is the function that you have to learn for executing the query, and you have to pass the query variable, that is $stmt variable was the query variable in which we have compiled the query and stored. So that variable you have to pass over here, and after you pass this variable, then only this query will be executed and the values that you have set into the parameters bounded in this particular function will get inserted into the database table. Okay, so now let us run this query and see whether I am able to insert this values inside the table or not. Okay. So you know that for running this you have to open localhost, okay, and my file is basically stored inside wt php, and the file name was mysql/connect/prepared. So if I am clicking this file, I am getting connected successfully, inserted successfully. So it means my data is inserted successfully in the database table. If I want to view whether my data is inserted or not, let us view it in PHP My Admin. So if I am entering inside the PHP My Admin, if you recall, this was my database student info, sorry, this was not my database, PHP REV was my database, and online lek was my table inside which I have inserted the table, and you can see this Shruti Raval and whatever number it is that has been successfully inserted using prepare statement. Now if I am, for example, entering some other values, so if I am entering this multiple values, then you have to multiple time execute the statement, right? So here again I am inserting these values. Okay, for example, ID 2, here I will have ID 3. For the next values I will have ID 4, and for the last set of values I will have ID 5. Okay, so other 5 set of values I am binding it to the parameters that were unspecified, and for each of the binding you have to separately call the execute statement, because this will be executed multiple times but it will be compiled only one time. That is, you can see that I have written prepare statement only one time, but execute I have written multiple times. So now let us run this code and see, reloading the page and running the code. I am getting some error. Let us see what is the error. Okay, this is my error. Now let us reload the code and again run. So yes, successfully I am able to insert it. No, this is not my inserted successfully. Let us reload it, and you can see all the values that I have executed inside my file, they are successfully inserted inside my database table. Right, now let us see what are the advantages of prepared statement. What are the advantages of prepared statement? So we have seen in the code that you are writing the prepared function only once, but you are writing the execute statement multiple times. So what is the basic advantage? The prepared statement basically reduces your parsing time, as preparation on the query is done only once. So if you are writing the normal query, you know that you have to write insert into many times. So each time you are writing the query, every time the compilation is done, every time the execution is done. So the parsing is done many times, but here the parsing of prepared statement is done only once, whereas execution is done multiple times, so the parsing time gets reduced. That is the first advantage of prepared statement. The second advantage is it bounds the parameters. So you are binding the parameters with the unspecified parameter, right? So it reduces the bandwidth on server, as you need to only send parameters each time and not the whole query. So you know that if you are writing insert query 10 times, what happens? You are sending this insert query to the server multiple times. So each time you are sending the query, the bandwidth that is used is greater. Instead of that, if you are just writing the bound parameter function once and then setting the parameters multiple times, what happens? The parameters which are set are only sent to the server, so the bandwidth is also reduced. So that is the second advantage of using prepared statement instead of normal query. The third advantage is it is very useful if there is a possibility of SQL injection in your database because of the parameter values. Whenever you are using unspecified parameters and you are binding the parameters, because you can send the set parameter values every time using a different protocol on the server, the possibility of SQL injection reduces. Okay, so these all are the basic advantages of prepared statement, and this was all about today's lecture. Thank you.